Yeah, I did that. You know why I did that? Because basically this is my Sith Lord build. I also did that because I'm just kind of reminiscing on Trump's inauguration, and I remember this was playing somewhere in the background. As it always seems to be whenever he's, out and about. So, all terrible freaking jokes aside, let's just dive right into this, right? Nothing complicated or anything like that. Lesion plus Volt. A little bit on the Volt build, mostly on the Lesion build, because I already did the Volt build. Just for the heads up, I build him for straight speed. That's what he's there for. That's what he does for me. I'm one of the few people I like Corrosive projection better than Energy Siphon, because indirect, it's just much better. And everything else is just for like duration and ability strength, which gives me a 2.14 speed multiplier, 2.13 speed multiplier. Oh shit, sorry. Lesion, duh. This is how you should build it. Don't even worry about this, because this weapon, it doesn't matter if you use a stance, if you have like a combo multiplier or anything like that. It's really not going to do anything. I mean, yeah, it will, but like, it's just really not going to do anything. This weapon's not about combos or anything like that, or using the stance. I mean, we'll show you using the stance, not using the stance, blah 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 blah. Also, pretty much built for speed, Fury and Spoiled Strike. Fury just to offset the speed difference from Spoiled Strike. I know it's Volt. Who cares? The only thing that sucks about this weapon is that Berserker is not going to work. It's just not going to happen. Condition Overload. This is where majority of the damage comes from. Healing Return. It's just because, honestly, it's better than Life Strike for this weapon, because as you can see, we have a 66% status chance. Virulent Scourge to up the already existing toxin energy, toxin damage, and Shocking Touch to make it corrosive, and then a Voltaic Strike also still make it corrosive. So sometimes I swap this out for why don't we just go there? For like a Volcanic Edge or something like that, you can do that, that's fine. And of course, Pressure Point or Prone Pressure Point, if you're lucky enough to have one. I do not. Just make this super quick, because these tend to go way too long. So, let's corrupted heavy gunners, right? Spawn 2, settings, let's make them 80. Like that. No, 2. Goddamn enemies. Oops. And there we go. So, I'm going to show you one of them that if you're running with, like, melee weapon equipped, where the combos would actually matter. That is cool, isn't it? Boom. Just like that. Now if I didn't do that, if I just hit E. Oh crap, that killed him. Oops. Another 2 more. Yeah, not bad. It doesn't make a difference. This is more of a weapon I like to keep on someone like Volt. I think it's a match made in heaven to pair this Volt, just because, all that attack speed you think you lost with a Beta, there you go, right there. And I actually put this up against the Taipedo. I was going to make another video about that, but the Lesion is obviously better in like every way. Speaking of better in every way, I'm going to show you why sometimes I think it's a better idea not to have so much corrosive damage, because it's not going to affect the proc anymore, right? All that's going to really do is just make it so that it's the highest elemental that's going to proc under this 66 paradigm. Right, everyone with me? Everyone, right? So, I definitely think having this 11 shocking touch or 11 something is important here, because even if you put Volcanic Edge right here, now you have an 84% status chance, which is great, but to me, to me the numbers just don't quite add up. It's better numbers. The status will proc. It's like between 66 and 84. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's considerable damage difference too. But why you might want to, anyway, back to this. Why you might want to consider doing that, and that'll be the majority of this video, I guess. Exploring the difference between a higher status proc and more damage overall. My vote is for damage on this one, but it's because of condition overload. 60% melee damage for each status type affecting the target. Yes, I realize why 84% is being so much better, but let's do this a bit. I think the difference would be negligible, because this weapon has a way of actually, it's taking longer to kill him with less corrosive damage. It's actually taking longer. Let's try a different one. Hurricane, Corrupted Bombard. So I've run this test a few times, and I keep coming back to this sort of, is it better to have an extra status type, and then okay, so that's about how quickly they die with 2 status types, and then the 60% for each status type that's affecting the target, right? We've already been through. Now if I turn that back into a, where are you? What am I changing? Oh, wait a second. Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up right now? What did I have on before? Wow. Where did my brain just go? What? Wow. Okay, I had Voltaic Strike instead of Volcanic Edge. Wow, my brain just farted there for a second. Big time. So I had 672 by comparison. Alright, this weapon will proc Toxic. It'll also proc Slash. It's hard to say. The difference is very little. Personally, what I would do at all times would be to have 2 of them, just because, it's for each status type, so you have more status type. Like these are level 80 enemies. They're not exactly the best example of this, but for true endgame like testing, but it does give you a pretty good idea. I mean, these are bombards, corrosive bombards. It's not really that whole thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap that out, Now we're going to get that 84% status chance right there. And if I had a prime pressure point, this is probably what I would be running. Okay, click. Okay. Now let's see. Same cast bombards. Well, let's see. Again, believe it or not, it's about the same. It's about the same. Damn it, I'm gonna have to summon an army, aren't I? Alright, it's, damn it. I didn't want to make this long, like, at all, but let's get 20 corrupted butchers. A lady. I forgot to mention, the more you attack with the Lesion, the more it's naturally going to go up in attack speed. That just kind of happens with it. Yeah. I believe that's it. So, a group of corrupted butchers, like that. Now, let's change this to... Like I said, I've run this test on bombards. I didn't think to run it on like a couple of butchers. Do apologize for that, but I won't include that because at the very least, it's going to teach somebody how to actually properly like do stuff like this. Hypothesize and the whatnot. Because shocking touch and voltaic was my original one, right? So we all saw how quick that went. If you didn't rewind, I'm not doing it again. But I have a pretty good idea of how quickly they drop. There we go. Oh, he was still alive. Okay, I should have checked that. Let's simulate another. Come on. It would appear it would appear that Corrosive is king over here, wouldn't it? So the last one we did 84%. Now let's do fire. This will conclude the test. I know, right? That's pretty crazy. We'll put Volcanic Edge instead of there, so now we have two status types that can potentially affect the target. Right? Which should be an extra 60% damage. The 60% damage is not, great, but the way it stacks multiplicatively. I think we have our winner. Yep. Okay. So, final thoughts, conclusions, everything like that. I'm done. I don't want to go too long. Like I said, final thoughts, conclusions. This is the best one. So far, Voltaic Strike with Virulent Scourge, Shocking Touch, Volcanic Edge, and this could be Virulent Scourge. This could also be Voltaic Strike, whatever. Just two dual stat mods for pressure points, and then with prime pressure point and then higher enemies like that, I'm gonna hypothesize right now, and I think everyone's gonna. I don't think I'm gonna find a single person that disagrees with this. With a prime pressure point, going with 3 dual stat mods, and my Prime Fury is only a couple of days away. I'll be getting that. But 3 dual stat mods. 1, 2, 3. Prime Pressure Point, Prime Fury. True endgame build. True endgame build. This is close. This is pretty close. I'm going to close this off because the corrosive proc, all it does is it procs and then it reduces their armor. The corrosive damage does not necessarily. I mean, yeah, it does, but shut up. It's so complicated. But the point is that the damage, there's the corrosive damage that is effective against ferrite armor, truly making up for the amount of damage that we get by having an extra status, which will cause condition overload to deal yet another 60% damage. And well, here's the last one: 20 heavy gunners, just because. Alright, I know, I hate doing this moment, but I did this and look how much energy I got. Alright, let's do this. I really didn't think I would die because of that healing return, but sure, why not? Why not, right? Alright, so the fire goes, fire procs, and then everything is just goes 1, 2, 3 with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try it without that. Not a 10. Alright. Now the speed isn't actually making it. I'm measuring the speed. The speed isn't actually making it do more damage. It's making it more damage most of the time. It's just speed doing exactly that. It's speeding it up. It's doing the same amount of damage. It just might take you a little longer. So yeah, that's that's what I mostly run, and I could redo the whole corrosive thing over again. I'm sure it'll do great against heavy gunners, but in general, I think 3 dual stat mods, having more statuses means just more damage. An extra 60% is worth it. Do math and stuff. The difference between what it has now with that, it's just 2 damage types. It doesn't actually change the actual number of damage that it has. So 480 to 672, right? That's the 192. We're just moving it over to a heat proc, which causes this actually to do more damage because of the extra heat proc. So I mean, boy, otherwise you should run something like this: 2 dual stats, 111 pressure point fury. True endgame, Prime Pressure Point, Prime Fury, 3 dual stats. Boom shaka. Savory Milkman with an easy video. Signing off. Catch you in the next one.